Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you? We're going to wait for people to start popping in here. Very excited to have you with me today. I have made it on time. I have a very crazy schedule today, so I'm proud of myself. I have meeting after meeting after meeting, and so lots going on. Oh, see what I mean? Well, maybe I can shut that ad off because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear it, right? Oh my gosh. I told you. Things fall through the cracks. Here I am saying I'm so proud of myself. Anyway. Goodness gracious. All right. If you have just joined me, feel free to say hi. I'm sorry that that ad decided to play. I knew it would, Lou. Yay! That's awesome. I am so happy that it went well. I'm trying to see what you guys see, but because all these ads are playing on my iPad, which is where I look at the chat. Okay, now I can see. All right, so I need to move the camera, like, I think down this way. I just don't want to touch anything by accident. Okay, I think that's better. I think that helps move so that you guys can see more of the screen, right? Hopefully it's not too far down. Maybe right there. All right. Hey, Lee, I'm so happy to see you. I'm sending out all kinds of love to you. I love you, girl. All right, so seasonal sale. If you've been living under a rock or you haven't been able to see my lives or whatever reason, seasonal sale is happening. Today is the last day, so don't miss out. 20% on ribbons, trims, inks, things like that. So 10% ribbon and trim, 15 on inks. Not the color family of inks, not like a whole bundle, but individual. That includes Stampin' Blends and markers, Stampin' Right markers. And paper is 20% off, and it's all from the annual catalog. So the stuff that's in here. But if you go to my online store, if you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and click on shop with me, it'll take you to my store. And on there, if you click on happening now, then you will see the seasonal sale and everything will come up that's on sale with the price. So it's like $2 off a pack of cardstock. So if there's some colors of cardstock that you need, grab those. If you buy 5, it's like getting a free pack, right? So you only pay for 4. So 20% off is pretty awesome on the papers. The inks 15 and 10 off the ribbons and trim. Again, just from the annual. But there's a lot of ribbon in here. So you may have missed the ribbon in here because of the mini catalog. And, you know, we tend to focus on the mini catalog when it comes out. I'm trying to find the ribbon page, of course. Now I'm fumbling. There we go. So the 3/4 inch herringbone, balmy blue and white double stitch ribbon. The pool party, this is gorgeous, this grosgrain. The real red and garden green ribbon, night of navy, misty moonlight inner braid, real red burlap, all of the in color ribbons. So if you haven't bought those yet, the black and white gingham, the pecan, the 3-pack, which I love this 3-pack. I use it a lot and I color it a lot for other colors. The Lost Lagoon, which I think I've been through 3 rolls of this Lost Lagoon ribbon. The Duo Combo Pack. All of the metallics, which you guys know how much I use these little skinny metallics. Vanilla and gold, silver threaded twine, that beautiful natural wavy trim that I used on the card with layering leaves. The gold and silver cording, the jute in the in colors, the linen thread, and the baker's twine. That's the last year's in colors, and then this year's ink. Not this year's. This set of baker's twine. Don't miss out, guys. It's so awesome. So this baker's twine, and this one, which I'm almost out of, but I think I have a new pack. Let me look. Yeah, this one. This is a staple, like Totally a staple. And then I need some of this, so I got some of this because see, I'm almost out. But yeah, so the ribbon is fantastic, right? You can get stock up on those. It's basically a stock up sale for all of those things that you use when you're making cards. So paper, ink, and ribbon and trim. All right. I think that's it for the seasonal sale announcement. Let's talk about last chance products. Starting next Tuesday, the last chance product list is live, which means I have it already out and I have a video on my channel so that you can mark your mini catalog. That's this catalog. You can mark it page by page and put the sales, things that are on discount, and regular things that are sold out or that will be going away. So you can watch that video, and the sale starts on the 21st, and it's first come, first serve. So once it sells out, it sells out. And I have links in the description of the video for the carryover list and the last chance in case you want them. I have not done Excel spreadsheet lists this year. I may add them down the road, but not yet. I am really, really busy right now and I don't have time to make those. But I did walk you through page by page. All right. Online exclusives went live last Tuesday, the 7th. So all the new online exclusives. Last week, I did an entire week of Fluffiest Friends, which is an online exclusive. The cutest stamp set with these cute little animals right here. So I did a whole week of that. I have a playlist for the videos. And if you're part of my membership group, you got 2 additional videos with this. So you have a total of 5. And speaking, hey, John. Speaking of my membership group, if you haven't joined, $8 a month, you get 2 extra videos, you get a group that is pretty active. The people in there seem to be active. We have a sketch a month and a color challenge a month, which is really awesome and fun. And speaking of the sale, if you spend $50 or more in my online store this month, which is pretty easy to do with all these specials and sales going on, you're going to get my November tutorial bundle, and it has 52 projects. Thanks for putting the thumb up, John. I appreciate that. So 52 projects. Paper Pumpkin this month is 9 cards, 2 each of 2 designs. Pebbled Path, which is an in color that's new this year, is the ink spot. Gold foil die cuts, an acetate box to fit the cards and envelopes from the kit. I think it's going to be a really beautiful kit. Don't miss out on it. It's called All the Best. Yellows, blues, gold foiling. Anyway, that's that. We have a new kit started November 1st called The Best Destinations, if you've missed out on that. $20, 9 cards, 3 of each. The Advent paper calendar is still available. If you haven't ordered it, order it soon. You can also use it to give gift cards because gift cards fit in the envelopes, and it's a really quick way to make gift cards, and all the stuff comes in there to decorate the envelope. So, I mean, what a better way to have gift card packaging. Even if you don't give 25 all in one year, you have them for years to come, and they're a really great way to give gift cards. Christmas Everywhere kit is still available, as well as festive tags, which those are the 5 tags. I think that's it. The mini catalog is the stamp set that I am using today, is in the mini. Well, it's actually a whole suite of products. The Oh Holy Night suite, and everything in it is retiring except for this navy ribbon. So if you want it, this paper is stunning. I actually haven't used it, but it is amazing. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty, I almost don't want to cut into it. But it is a beautiful paper pack. And then, of course, the nativity set, and I will go through at the end all of the projects that I've done this week with videos, except for the membership projects, because those are highly secretive. You have to be part of the group to get them. But this is a great, it's a double bundle. So there's a word set and the nativity dies and then the star set. And this one's a hybrid. So it's pretty awesome. All right, so today we're doing a wise men card. I've done the nativity scene, and today I wanted to focus on the wise men. And I've used lots of gold. So I have gold embossing, I have distressed gold paper, I have foil gold paper, and I have dazzle gold paper. So I wanted to show you the different ways that you can put gold. And then I have the gold festive pearls on here, and I actually put real sand. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you guys can see on our card. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm using the 2 bundles, and I've added a die set. See this die right here? Fabulous. This is an online exclusive tag set. It's a standalone set, doesn't have any stamps to go with it. You have this gorgeous rose, a beautiful butterfly, and the tags are really beautiful. And this one here is the one that I've used for that distressed gold. Let me show you the piece. I've already die cut it for our project. And you see how pretty it is, and it leaves you these slots to put ribbon through. And then this one, you can do a tag that's just decorative, or you can make, this is a separate tag than this one. Okay, they're 2 separate tags. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags. This here puts a hole, so you can put it here so that you have a hole in this tag, and then you have different elements to go on the tag. So it's a really great set. It's called Designer Tag Dies. All right, let's get started, guys. Let me move everything out of the way. All right, so we're going to make this fun card with lots of gold elements. And even our paper is gold. So this is wild wheat, and wild wheat reminds me of gold. Thank you, Lou. And so this is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece that is scored at 4 1/4. I wonder where everybody is today. Sherry and Mom don't hardly ever miss. Hopefully they're okay and everything's okay with Mom. I get worried when they're not here. All right, so let's go ahead and put the corners together. And then we're gonna push this towards that score mark. And just make sure that my card lays flat. I love a bone folder so that my card can lay flat. So as you can see here, the background of this card is these beautiful stars. And so the star bundle, you have the stamp set, you have the star dies, but you also get an embossing folder. And this set, these outline stars right here, it's a hybrid, so you can emboss and cut out these 3 stars that are in the middle of the folder. Yeah, not everybody talks, but Sherry would say something if she was here, John. All right, so see, this fits in here, and then you can cut them out. But this is what I used to emboss the background. So here it is. Isn't it stunning? Look at that gorgeousness of embossing. I really love this paper and the embossing. Trying not to move it too fast so my camera doesn't blur. But it's really gorgeous. And that's from this embossing folder that's part of the bundle. So if you haven't gotten the star set, I recommend it. And it's a very different star. It's not our traditional star shapes, which I think makes it even more fun. You have like this starburst, you have some smaller stars, and you have duplicates of the small one. So there's 2 of this one and 2 of that one. And then see right here, these outline, that cuts these little sprigs right here. All right. So this is going to be our piece that goes on top. I'm not going to glue it right now. I'm going to put everything on here and then we'll add it, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on our words. This is probably my favorite of the words in the word set, Night Divine. He shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. I think that's such a beautiful, I love the fonts. I love how it was done, all of it, everything, and what it symbolizes for me. And so I've gone ahead and stamped it with Versamark ink, and then I put my gold powder and I heat embossed that. And so we're going to fussy cut this out. So, well, I'm going to fussy cut it. You're going to watch, I guess. So I wanted to fussy cut it. So I'm going to go straight across the bottom for the word piece. I'm not going to indent it in between the letters or anything. I'm just going to go straight across, okay? And then I'm going to bring this straight up here. And whoops, I didn't mean to drop that. And then I'm going to come in from the side and get this part up above that E, okay? So I've cut in here. Then I'm going to go around the word of because it's scripty, so it needs to have a little bit of special attention paid to it. And then I'm going to come here where it says Father, and I'm going to go straight up until I get to the G in everlasting, and I'm going to do the same thing I did there with the word of, okay? So I'm going to cut in and work my way around our G like this. And I'm actually going to dip in a little bit farther than I did for the word of, and then come back up to the word God and come out. And then I'm going to go straight up from God all the way up to wonderful. And then once again, we have the same situation where we're going to dip in and then go around the D in called. And then all of this is scripty, so we have to get fancy with it, or I chose to get fancy with it. So I'm going to come in here and out and around my letters and then come down here, back up around that B, dip down a little bit, come back up for the word shall. This is such a beautiful sentiment, I think, on here. I just love letters, you know, and that's like one of my favorite things. And so, anyway, that's why I really wanted to do all this gold on this card. Plus, they're the kings, right? So they brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And so I wanted to have a lot of gold on here. Hey, Roxanne. So happy to have you. It doesn't matter if you're late. You can watch the beginning on a replay, or you can watch it all on a replay later. Okay, so I've gone around the word he, and now I'm going to go straight down again, or right down here, until I get to everlasting. And when I get here, I'm going to come in like I did before. Okay, so we're going to just come in a smidge and then go around that E and make it really pretty. And I'm actually going to go in at the bottom because if I don't, this whole side's going to be straight. So by coming in and then out, it gives you a little bit of interest right there to match the other side. All right. So there it is cut out. I'm going to throw away all the black scraps. I really felt the black was perfect because it really popped that gold, right? Yay, Sherry, I was worried about you and Mom. All right, so on the back, we're going to put some dimensionals. And when I use black paper, I use the black dimensionals. So I'm going to finish this up here for the edges. And I'm gonna put those around the outside. I like using the black dimensionals because when you look from the side, you can't tell that it's lifted. It's like an illusion. So I'm going to put that there, and then we're going to use some minis just in a few spots, and then on the inside I'm going to use the larger ones. But I felt like the minis were perfect for the edge, so that I could dip them in and out wherever I needed them. All right, one more, and then we're gonna fill. Of course, you guys know I'm gonna put a lot of dimensionals. They come as an assorted pack, so you get big and small, okay? So there they are. And if you didn't know that these were in the catalog, they are. They're in the annual catalog on the adhesive page with all the other adhesive. All right, so we're going to pull the backs off of this, and we're going to attach it onto Yay, Lou! I've made a converter of you. I just think that the more you practice, the better you get. And so just practice, Roxanne. And I hope to convert you as well. Most people don't do it well. That's why they hate it. But if you don't practice, you're never going to get good enough to not hate it. And since we have to do it anyway, you might as well love it, right? All right, so I'm going to attach this piece onto my beautiful gold label. And I just want it even on both sides, okay? So that the edges here are even, or as best as I can do. All right, so now we are putting ribbon, and I didn't have a black ribbon. So I decided to take the Pebbled Path ribbon and turn it black. And so we're actually going to do that together. And the ribbon's on sale till today's last day. So we're going to take this piece here, and we're going to use the brush tip. And because this ribbon is super thick, you do have to do both sides. Some ribbon you don't, because it just soaks right through. But this is a thicker ribbon. You see the difference there? Big difference. I love that we can take our ribbon and turn it to whatever color. Makes me happy that we can do that. I think I need to order me a blend in black. I didn't realize that my black was so frayed. And this is the dark black, I think. Yeah, dark. All right, let's flip it over and do the other side. See, it started soaking through, but it's not, it's too thick, this ribbon. But it's not so thick you can't tie it. You can easily tie it. It just has texture, and I think the texture is what stops it. All right, we're almost there. I'm getting ready to put Basic Black Stampin' Blend on my list so I don't forget to order it. Okay, so there is that. There's our ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. And then I'm going to cut the halves in half. And I know it sounds crazy that we're going to use this much, but we are. I mean, that it's this small, but it is, and it's going to be fine. So there's one. And it doesn't matter if it's fraying. No one's going to see that part. All right, so there are our pieces for the top and for the bottom, or vice versa. Okay. Let me get my mini glue dots out. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to put a glue dot on my ribbon pieces on the bottoms. Okay. And I'm going to put one through here. Whoops, I'm going to try not to stick it. That's the most important part. Just put it through and hold it. And put it through. I put it the wrong way. Put it through so that the sticky part is at the front so that it will stick down right here in your piece. Okay, so you want it to come out at the top like that. So on the back, it's stuck to the back of my tag. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm going to put a sticky on that one and a sticky on this one, or a glue dot. And when you put them in there, of course, you want to put them so that they stick. Don't do what I did. So, oh boy, I tell you what, I'm something else. How do you guys deal with me? Okay, so I'm gonna put this in like this so that it, and I want to make sure that that thready piece, all right, there we go. So once I have it in here, then I'm gonna pull them, separate them, and attach to the back. No one's gonna see this back section, so it doesn't matter. So now we're gonna put dimensionals on here, and I'm gonna use the regular dimensionals. I only use the black ones when I'm using black paper, but this is not black paper, so we're good. And I'm gonna use this one to hold that ribbon down as extra incentive to hold it in place, okay? And yes, I'm using a bunch, I don't care. Okay, so there's that part. All right, so now we're going to attach this onto here, and then we're going to use the glue dots to attach it to the back, which is why I did not attach it to our card base. Okay. Great advice, Sherry. I just looked up and saw what you were saying. Oops, one more. Fussy cutting is a great thing to do while sitting in front of the TV. All right, so I have to figure out how I want this to be. I think I want it to be that way because I think I want this big star over here. And so we're going to go ahead and attach this down onto this edge over here. Okay, and now I'm going to put the glue dots on the backs again of each piece. So we'll do 2 at a time. And then we're gonna go ahead and add that to the back there. See how pretty that looks? And we're gonna do it again. Like that. And we'll put this to the back. Just like that. So this side of our card is done. So now we're going to work on our king section. All right. So on this section, I'm going to put the camel. And you can see when you cut him out, he goes this direction. But I'm going to flip him backwards. And then my king has the little, let me grab the whole nativity dies so you can see. The king is part of the dies. So here he is. He has a little sheep next to him. I didn't want him to have the sheep, so we're going to cut him away. And get rid of the sheep. So we're going to just trim here. Goodbye, little sheepy. All right, so there's the king. Oh, Sherry, thank you. It's always nice to know that people love my crazy. All right, so there's our king, okay, and the camel behind him. So I wanted to put some sand. I don't know if you guys can see that, but hopefully you can right there. I'm going to try not to wiggle so you can see. So I live in Virginia Beach, and so sand is everywhere. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this wet. And then I'm going to wet a paintbrush. Okay, and I'm just going to wring it so it's not real wet, but I want to smooth this and not have it be too thick. And then I'm going to rinse it again so that my paintbrush doesn't get ruined, okay, from the glue. And so that is that. Let me grab my sand. All right, so I'm going to put some paper underneath it because if not, I'll make a big mess. So we're going to put this scrap paper and I'm going to dump my sand on there, okay? And the sand is just like embossing powder, right? It works the same way. You're going to move it over, get it to grab. Okay, I didn't put enough, I don't think. Let's put this back into our shell. And I'm going to try again. I don't think I put enough glue. Let's put a little more. And then the only bad thing about, where's my brush? What did I do with my brush? Here it is. The only bad thing about the sand is it does get everywhere, but just like embossing powder, you just have to help contain it. I'm gonna put a smidge more here. And I bought that little bowl. Did you see how cute that bowl is? I bought that little bowl in Vermont when we went to Vermont. We went to this bake shop and this lady had amazing pastries and she had them on these gorgeous platters. And I said to the girl who was ringing us up, oh my gosh, these platters are stunning. And she says the owner makes them. She does pottery also. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And so I asked her if she sold any of her pieces, and I saw these little pinch bowls that are made for salt. And yeah, she sold me them. So I have a set of 2, and I am using one for dirty water and one for clean water for when I watercolor. All right, so let's get off this extra sand. Now I have the right amount, the amount that I like on there. And I am going to shake off the extra onto my paper. So there's my sand. Put it back in my seashell. I think we're almost done with this sand. We'll be getting some new soon. When are you coming, Sherry, so I can go to the beach? And like I said, it gets everywhere, but I just swipe it onto my floor because I sweep my floor every day. I have a black floor, and so you see everything, so I constantly am sweeping it. All right, so there's my sand. So now I'm going to grab my silicone mat, and we're going to put adhesive on our little guys. Well, this is a seashell here with the sand in it, but this little bowl is pottery. Let me show you the other one. See, the bottom is just the pottery and then it's glazed on part of it. Isn't that so pretty? I loved it. She had amazing pastries. She had like French crullers, and then we got some kind of tart. And then we had breakfast sandwiches from her that were on bagels that were really good. It was a really fun little, there was a lot of small hometown shops, which I loved. Because I'm a city girl. And I like to visit those places, but I don't think I could live like that. But it was fun to be there and to experience it temporarily. All right, so here's our camel, putting him right here on the end. Right on his sand so that he looks grounded. That's the main reason I added the sand. I didn't want them to look like they were just floating on the card. All right, so there's our king and our camel on the sand. All right, onward and upward. Time for the star. I gotta find it. So I used gold foil for the star, and I'm just gonna use a mini dimensional. Bye, Lee. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hi, Joyce. Yay! Come on, Mom. Have her come here sooner. Like right after Christmas, you guys have to come. So we're gonna put the star above right here, right? So let's put the star. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then for the back, I'm just gonna do regular adhesive, just wet adhesive, and I'm not gonna lift it up because I think it has enough lift, but you can see that I am not afraid to put glue on my ribbon. So don't be afraid of doing that. This multi-purpose glue is so fantastic. And thank you, John. If you had to go back to work, John also is at work and he's popping in to say hi to you guys. Hey, Clem, I didn't see you pop in. I know. It's sad that they're gone forever, but thank God we can make these, right? Let's look at the positive. I don't like thinking of the negative things. Let's keep it positive. Yes, they're gone, but you have solutions to get them ASAP. And that just seems to be the world we're living in. Remember COVID, and we had to get stuff when we saw it because if not, it was gone. That's what's happening sometimes with getting shipments in. We just have to wait. And a lot of places like Amazon and stuff are flying to get shipments. So Stampin' Up! Doesn't have a plane to go and get their stuff. But definitely when you see something that you want, don't wait. You just have to figure out, what do I really want, and then order it immediately. Okay, so let's do the inside of the card, and then we'll work on the little dots on the outside. So for the inside, I decided I wanted it to just be simple for me to put a note in there or write a heartfelt letter. So I'm just going to put vanilla, but if you want to put a sentiment, if you want to put Merry Christmas, you know, if you have a sentiment that works for your Christmas cards, then you go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to put this, and I am going to put another star. So for those of you who have no idea that we have this, this is a paper that is in the annual catalog. So you can get it. I believe it's on the sale. I would have to double 100% check. Maybe somebody can check for me if it's on the sale, but it's called More Dazzle 6x6, and it's a specialty paper. Sherry, can you see if it's on the sale? Or anyone, Roxanne, Joyce, anybody that can check that for me, that would be awesome. I don't know 100% if it is. So we're going to put the vanilla there, and then we're going to add the star. And I cut it from the gold, and you can see there's like a champagne color also. It's really beautiful. And it has these little really brilliant dots. So we're going to, and it's nice and strong, this paper. So we're going to put a star inside, since the wise men followed the star, right? All right. Let's get our And put that up here at the top. What a mess I'm making over here on the side, if you could see my desk. Plus I'm working on projects right now, so it's like I have stuff everywhere. No, it's okay, Lou. I get you that you're disappointed, but there's ways to combat that, and just make sure that you order early and order what you really want. Because if it's gone, it's gone, and we don't have any control over that, so. Are you coming to my beach, Joyce? Because I think you should. There is our card, and let's add our gems. So these are the festive pearls, and they come in a variety of colors. Red, like a seafoam or a light pool party, silver and gold. And so we're going to add some gold ones. Yay, it's only $6. Thanks for checking, Sherry. See, if you need some of this paper in your life, $6. It's the stock up sale when they do like free shipping, and when they do a sale similar to this where there's percentage off of like cardstock and things like that. This is the time to get it. All right. So I'm going to put triangle-ish shape for my pearls, and I use 3 of the gold ones. And I really think this is just a beautiful card. And then let me show you the other cards that I've made, with the exceptions of the membership cards. But you ladies in the membership group, tomorrow you will get your membership videos. So you still, for those of you who are not members, you have until tonight at midnight to sign up. And if you are going to sign up, or you're thinking about signing up, make sure you're on my email list, because that's how I send. So if you're not on the email list, then I can't get you those. So the other card that we did, this was Sunday's card, and it was an ink blended sky. And I also used that dazzling paper, but this time I used it in the champagne instead of the gold. And I think that that turned out so pretty. I have a camel inside because the other animals were on the outside. And then this was my bendy tea light card. So let me grab my tea light. I didn't have it in my hand in my drawer here, but I can grab it pretty quick for you. Or I think I can. I just dropped it. I grabbed it and dropped it. All right. So here, these are the battery tea light. And when you put it in the card, see the glow? Oh, Myrtle Beach, you're going the other direction. You need to come to Virginia Beach. But anyway, so that's that card. And it does lay flat to mail it, but it pops open and stays open like this, like on a mantle. So it's a really fun card. So these were my projects this week, and the membership group got a shepherd card and another card. All right, guys, I guess that's it. I love this suite too. I think it is a beautiful suite. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's card. I had fun making our little wise men, and I called it the wise men names card because it has all the names, right? And sometimes I don't do that much embossing. I do sometimes, but mostly it's white. But I think gold, Christmas season calls for gold, right? Does anybody have any questions before I let you go? Don't forget, if you want to join the membership, do it before tonight at midnight, and make sure you're a member of my email list so that I can send you that on a Friday morning. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Joyce, did you've been getting the sketches, right? I hope that you'll participate if you want, if you can, to the sketches in our group, because we have sketch and color challenges. I'm getting ready to send a color challenge out, so get ready for that. Yes, see you at Card Fiesta, Lou, on Saturday if you're local. I do Card Fiesta every other week on Saturdays, and so we're going to be making cards on Saturday. I will see you there. Thanks for being here, guys. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do that, and please share my videos. I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Happy stamping!